Okay, so what are the chances I'm gonna be attracted to Iroh in this next episode? I don't know! We'll find out! This is season 3, episode 5, entitled The Beach, starting in 3, 2, 1, play. Nick, Nickelodeon. Yeah. Earth. Fire. And whoosh! Wah. Wah. Whoa. Whoosh. Bunk. Avatar, the last airbender. Previously on Avatar. Okay, now's this moment. Do you? Oh yeah, this guy! Third Eye Jack! Book 3, Fire. Chapter 5, The Beach. Everybody's gotta have a beach episode. Yeah, for a while you were exiled, so that's a why y'all. Do you think they practiced that? Huh? Hmm. Yeah. Unless somebody's up there. Ah, that toe tickle feeling, you know. It's based off the last episode, don't be weird. Holy snap. Oh no! Y'all! You gotta be more careful. Not only is he alive, he's here on the island. So grumpy. Ah. a poor dating. Oh my gosh. I mean, if it was nice and cold, maybe it would still be refreshing on your leg. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I mean, would you really want to go against them? Not necessarily for their prowess, but at the same time, like, who they are? Out of bounds. Holy crap, dude. Ron John. Oh, Lord. Let's go! Ooh, what this? What this? That was rude. If you're just getting the message anyway, then why the crap did you do that? Dude. I mean, I guess it was going to the Fire Lord, not him, but it's fine. Fine. Wow. Don't be jealous. Too much. Pressure. You're so mean. That confidence, though. So romantic, those two. Smooch! Oh no! Dance away! Ooh, okay, I thought he was gonna get punched. Oh, gosh, y'all gonna get decapitated. Some real bad stuff's gonna go down here. House is burned, anything. You're taking off both of the wrong characters. Did y'all have happy times before? Full happy family. Happy! Maybe not the best word, but full family. I would not have gone to sleep exposed, dude. That fast? Ooh, dang. What was that? Was that fire? I guess it is. It could be like a laser? Ooh, y'all, let's go. Let's get away from the man with the third eye. Excuse me. Why wasn't this guy always, like, sicked onto the Avatar? Because you didn't really know where they were, but, like, I feel like this guy... also, you could probably keep him close to home, because he is pretty... bad. Nice. Nice. Sun armor. Yeah. Get him. Shoo, y'all are picking each other apart. Reading each other for filth. No, seriously. Mm. Yeah. That was... What a segue! I knew it. Something was bound to happen. I just didn't know what. I think it's just gonna end up in fire, nah? Yeah. Ended up in flames. Every show has to have a good beach episode, and this time we get to follow our antagonists through it and not our main characters. So I was very intrigued to see where this is going to go. I do want to know who are Lo and Lee. Does it state throughout? I know that they were some kind of duo, perhaps performers or something. I don't know. It's just like a very interesting like pose they were in and everything. So like, who are these two twins that we met at the beginning? Don't know much about them, and I'd like to know more because I have a feeling, will we get to see them again? Are they going to be part of this Lotus group or not? I don't know, but like, it seems like the older characters seem to know something, and I just future predictions, they might be a part of the Lotus group. I don't know. I hope we get to see them again because they seem very wise and knowledgeable, saying like, we're gonna see a smoothness over here on the sea. Ember Island has a way of rough or taking out all the rough edges and such, and we'll get to that in a little bit. First, I want to talk about the genuine beach day. So we had a little beach episode where everybody comes to the beach as the whole thing. We're like, oh, look, Zuko and Mai are like not getting along, just arguing over the seashell and stuff. Ty Lee has got a gaggle of guys around her, getting the attention that she desires. And of course, Azula over here looking for a challenge. How crazy. I was thinking throughout the entire time, like, I wouldn't want to fight them knowing who they are. If I did and I beat them in the volleyball game, that would be a nightmare. Who knows what they would do to you or your family if they were intentionally beaten by you in a game of volleyball. But of course, that's not the case. Azula stomps them, taking on war tactical, just like fighting tacticals throughout the entire game. I was about to say fight. It's not a fight. Then we got these other two guys, Ron John, and I don't remember who the other one was. But those two just being like, we're going to have a patio. And so typical high school drama, teenage, da-da-da. It was just come to the party, all this kind of stuff. And I love seeing Azula in character, not in character, just being like, I am so curious what it's like just to be an average teenager. And she's trying to be like, I want a date too. She's never going to admit it, but it's like, I kind of want to go on a date with a guy. I kind of want the attention. I kind of want to like see what this is all about. And off of not knowing who she was, which is a interesting thing that I don't think we got to hit hard enough on in this episode. We got like little tidbits of it throughout, but we didn't get like a hard moment of like Azula actually getting to be vulnerable. And I mean, like, did we need it? I don't know, because she is kind of our antagonist, like our major antagonist. So I wonder if we're ever going to feel for Azula by the end of this, or she's always just going to be like, no, that is a bad guy. That is somebody that we can't root for. That is somebody we're not going to get to know. So I'm curious to see how this show takes that character with Azula. I do like the moments of just her connecting with Ty Lee also. Of course, Azula in her famous Azula way has to do it insulting her before she can actually like compliment her. But like, yeah, it was nice to see that tiny moment of connection of like, why did they become friends? Are they good friends? Okay, are they good friends? Good friends, not good. Good is not the word I want to use. They're close friends, but they're not good for each other friends. And we learned that by the end of this episode, which again, we'll touch on later. It's always sad to see how Mai just isn't feeling. And I guess I had kind of written her off as a character that I just didn't really want to see on screen anymore. I'm just kind of like, oh, she's kind of boring. And like, I don't want to know more about her. And I don't want to like see anything about her because she's just so nonchalant. And that's just not my humor. And that Zuko ended up with her, I was just kind of like, come on. Now we have to have this character involved more. But by the end, I guess we just have to talk about the end now. It's very intriguing. I get to see all of them in a lens that we don't get to normally see them in. And I like that. Again, I wish we had seen more of Azula, but again, what a perfect line. I think I've heard that on TikTok somewhere, but I really love it. I heard that my own mother thought I was a monster. Well, she was right, of course, but it still hurt. How funny. That's probably like one of my favorite lines of the series so far, but it's how funny. So interesting to see all the dynamics there, kind of them all therapizing each other. We got Ty Lee, who is just like trying to stand out, wanting to be the one out of her 6 siblings that look like her. She's just like, I need to be something that isn't like the rest. I need to be my own person. So seeking that attention from everybody and everything. And then Mai, who we found out has a political father, who is just been somebody that has been told, you can't do anything. Don't express yourself, because the more you express yourself, the more out of line you will become. So she learned just to like clam it all up. Just don't feel. It's very Elsa, if you will. It's like conceal, don't feel kind of feeling and attitude. So like, yeah, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, her story, more than anything else. And then we got Zuko, who we have been seeing progress this entire story. Yeah, you should be mad at yourself, dude. But the reason that he's just like so mad is like, he genuinely says it. He's just confused and he's not sure if he knows right from wrong anymore. And like, he needed somebody to help him through that, but he didn't let somebody help him through that. And that's why he's so mad at himself with the Iroh situation. So I love seeing all these characters like figure it out. Like straight up, this was like a weird therapy session for each other, but like they needed it. And some of the segues were just like, so, oh my gosh. I think the worst, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. The moment that just got me going like, was y'all, this negative aura energy will cause you to break out. Worry about your skin. And Zuko's just like, huh? You said what to me now? Skin? So like weird writing segue there, but it did segue straight into it. So I bet Ty Lee felt like a fool for coming out with that one. I wonder if they wanted to write it this way, if it was one of those things that like she's trying to break the tension with something funny. That's not funny, but it didn't really get delivered that way, so it felt kind of weird. I don't know. It was just like where did that come from? Okay. Oh, well, it is a segue. So I'll give it that. It was just a really good conversation between all of them. I don't feel like that felt like any time at all was spent just watching it. I just really enjoyed that whole conversation. Called the whole, like, set the whole house on fire. I'm glad it was a bonding moment for these 4, but at the same time, they wrecked that place, and those boys are going to get in so much trouble from their fathers. You can definitely guess that that they knew who they were by the time they left, and if they didn't, just the way that we were being treated, they're lucky they got away with any of their lives or anything like that. Just knowing who these characters are and like how high their status is. So, I don't know, it could be worse than just property damage, but they wrecked that house. They full-on wrecked that house. I don't know if Mai and Zuko, I'm staring at a still of them with a seashell right now. I don't know if those two are going to end up together or not. My gut says no. But I feel like if any of our characters are redeemable by the end, it's going to be Ty Lee and possibly Mai. So I don't know if those two will eventually cross the bridge and side with Zuko if and when, because I just have a feeling it's going to be when Zuko decides to do something on the right side of things. Very curious to see how those go down. I don't know if Azula is ever going to get to that point. I kind of want her to, but we haven't had that moment where she gets a full redemption. We've had the babiest moments of vulnerability, and with the kiss and the stuff of showing what her desire is and such, and it doesn't quite feel redeemable yet. I don't know how that's going to go. We also have the B storyline of all of this, which is our main cast. First of all, 2 teenagers saw the Avatar. Y'all are not being sneaky. I don't know how to say that over and over again. Like, every episode, there's at least... They're children. They're children, they're children, they're children. But they are not being sneaky, and that is so... But, we see them get caught, at least caught, spied on by those 2 teenagers, and then the letter sent away, and it being intercepted by Third Eye Guy. I don't know what to call him yet. Metal Man, Third Eye Guy. Don't know what's going on here. It's definitely the guy that was hired by Zuko, but what his abilities, I think it's still fire, it's like a laser from his third eye. I don't really get that part yet, and I don't get who he is. Like, I want to know more about him. Why didn't we originally send him after the Avatar when we found out the Avatar was alive if he is so dang powerful? Unless we're just trying to keep him, like, close to home because he is so dang powerful, he would be the ultimate protector. I don't know. I don't know much about this guy yet. He seems really beefy, he seems really bad, and I think that's going to be definitely kind of a Mr. X and Resident Evil situation. Is like, just don't deal with him until the right time. Just the better option is to flee. So, we'll see how this goes. Until next time, everybody. Goodbye for now. Mwah!